So if any of you follow me on Twitter, you would have seen that I went to Wembley to watch Southend play Wickham in the playoff final. So you don't support Southend, but obviously I live in Southend. But one of my best friends support them, so I thought I'd go with him. I went to the semi-final first leg, semi-final second leg, and then I went to the final. This is the second time that I have been to Wembley. The first time was for the JPT trophy and we ended up fucking losing. Probably one of the worst games I've ever went to see, but really I didn't care because it was my first time going to Wembley. Like, I've always wanted to go there and I've always really wanted to celebrate a goal there, but I didn't even get to do that the first time. So I don't know if many of you know how the Southend game went, but we did end up winning. But the build up to it was fucking insane. Throughout the whole entire game, it ended 0-0 like at 90 minutes. It was a shit game. But in extra time, that's when shit really started to hit the fucking fan. So I was sitting right at the top. I was literally 7 seats down from the top of the stadium. And a lot of people might think, oh, that's a shit seat because you can't really see much. There is not a shit seat in Wembley. Like, literally, wherever you sit, it's a 6 seat. You cannot have a shit seat. So there's us, all the way at the top. And they ended up getting a free kick on the edge of the box. And bear in mind, this is the first half of extra time. I'm not going to lie, it was a pretty sick free kick. It didn't actually go in off of the actual free kick. It hit the crossbar, bounced down, hit Bentley, which is Southend's keeper, and it went in. I have never been so disappointed. Like I said, I don't support Southend, but I'm not exactly going to go there and hope that they lose. So yeah, as soon as that goal went in, we were like, right, Southend's come back before. In the semi-final, they came back. Everything, it was sorted. It ended up getting to the 120th minute, right? And in added time, we scored. But that's the thing, it wasn't normal for me. Me and my friend Harv, right, we were sitting there, we were just giving the ball away. They were like, right, 2 minutes added time. It seemed like 2 minutes had passed and we were just giving the ball away non-stop. So taking into consideration that we were losing and we needed to get the train home, we thought, right, do you know what, fuck it, we're going to go home. I even said to Harv, I was like, right, do you know what, I'm not coming Wembley to watch Southend again, they're just disappointments every single time. And as many of you know, right, I'm not exactly the most serious person, I'm quite immature. And when we actually entered the stadium, we were one of the first people in, so I was like, right, do you know what, I'm going to rush up these escalators and be the first person out onto Wembley. So there's me rushing up these escalators and my friend tripped over and whacked his knee. To cut a long story short, he spent the first half an hour of being in the stadium in A&E, sitting there with his dodgy knee, and there's me sitting there by myself. But as we were going down the steps, obviously because we just wanted to leave, he was limping and I was like near the bottom. Miles Weston, which is a Southend player if any of you didn't know, started bombing it down the wing. I stopped because obviously I wanted to see what was happening. They ended up scoring then. I literally froze where I was standing and I was watching him. Everyone was screaming, just get it in the box. It was a pretty shit cross, right? But it ended up coming out to the edge of the box, it got headed down, and Southend's player, Piggott, banged it in. I have never gone so nuts in my life. And like I said, because my friend had his dodgy knee, I was at the bottom of the stairs and he was at the top. And all I remember is turning round and seeing him with his arms up in the air, going mental. So from that point, I sprinted up the stairs, hugged him and just started going mental, really. And I don't think I'm ever going to relive a moment like that ever. Like, playoff final fucking dreams. But then obviously it dawned on us that we hadn't won the game, we needed to watch the penalties. And yet again, I don't think I've ever been so nervous at a football game. Every single time they were walking up the pitch towards that penalty spot, my heart was fucking beating. I couldn't even believe how the players must have been feeling. But they did end up saving a penalty first. It was like, it was a decent penalty, but the keeper just got a jammy save. So pretty much it was just goal, 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 goal. Fucking penalty scored one after the other. That was until Bentley made a sick save and pretty much put us on level terms. And then even after that, it was just goal, goal, goal. We were just waiting for someone to fuck up or for the keeper to save it. And eventually, Bentley made the sickest diving save to his left. I think it was his left. And it hit the post and came out. And I have never been so happy in my life. Like, we were losing in the 120th minute and we came back to win 7-6 on penalties. Like, the game itself was shit. Like, 90 minutes of utter bollocks. But that second bit of the game, the extra time and penalties, I don't think I'm ever going to see anything as great. And I'm actually so happy that I was a part of that. Like, I don't understand how people in Southend could have watched it on TV. I had to go and see it. But on to another subject quickly, just going to cover something on the IKX clan tag. A lot of people have been asking where do we send the clips into, and I did say I haven't even made an email for it yet. You guys need to just hit clips and wait until I make the email closer to the time that I'm actually going to be making the subtitle. And the crazy thing is, we are already 100 subs away from 1k. Like, only 2 weeks ago, I just hit 700. Now we're on 900. But like I said, guys, I will be making the email closer to the time that I'm going to be making the subtitle. I'm actually so surprised at the amount of people that actually have the clan tag in and have been hitting clips of it. I was tweeted last night a split fire on screen headshot with my clan tag in. Like, that's just unbelievable. But like I said, keep hitting these clips with the clan tag and I'll keep you updated via Twitter. So if you're not already following me, please make sure you do so. I think it's down in the description or it is up in the overlay.